Alright, hey, my name is Jesse, 3D character artist, and today we are back for the little series we got going on, making this 3D character, this Elden Ring boss character. This is the second part. This part was supposed to be released some time ago, but had a lot of stuff going on, so I couldn't really record, but we're here. I'll try to bring this like today, try to finish recording today and bring this like today. We're Friday today. And I hope I'll be able to record and edit and post it Friday. If not, you're gonna have it Saturday. But yeah, this is the second part. Today we're gonna do the high poly, so it's gonna be we're gonna be doing all the details, and yeah, we're gonna do everything that I didn't do last time. So we're gonna do the face, we're gonna do the small detail and make it look good. Now it's all about the details and quality. And yeah, let's get straight into it and. Let's go. I don't have anything else to add, so let's go straight into it. Alright, so when I started with the folds. I didn't use Marvelous for my clothing. What you see underneath, I realized I didn't record what I did for the cloth underneath the big cape that I have. I used the simulation in ZBrush to make it look like that, but the cloak that is around my body, I made it by hand, as you saw in the last video. So now I gotta make the folds myself. When doing the folds yourself, you have to nail it to make it look close to realistic. You don't have to nail it perfectly, but you still have to know your fundamentals to make it look good. And that's what I did. I tried to do. Every time I'm not sure on what I'm doing with the folds, I always go back and see this video from Rafael Grassetti. I'm pretty sure you know who the guy is. He's a legend. This guy is a legend. Yeah, it's a great video, so I'm not gonna explain everything he explained in his video. If you want to see it, go see it for yourself. It's a pretty good video, and I'm probably sure he's gonna do it better than me. This is just like kind of like a placeholder for the folds. I'm gonna come back into it and make it look better later on, but for now I just wanted to do something quickly, so I'd be done. Alright, so this is the part where we're gonna skip a lot. The only reason why is because making the armor is pretty much the same process for the rest of it, and I don't want to just keep on repeating stuff. It's probably going to be boring for you as a viewer point of view. So yeah, I'm just going to explain it. You're going to see some of it. I'm going to skip a lot of it, but don't worry about it because I'm planning on doing a big video when I'll be done not explaining, just a time lapse of me doing my character. But pretty much what I like to do with my metal, I like to make it look beat up and handmade. I want to make my armor a little bit organic and not too much hard surface. Well, yes, it is a hard surface, but you know, I like to make it look a little beat up. And I also like chipping the edges just to make it look some kind of like organic bevel. You know, just so when you're gonna put it into your light scene, you know, your render scene. From afar, you can have some interest in lighting, some interest in presentation. You know, this is just how I like to work, and it's also stuff that I learned from the course, and it helped me personally. So that's what I'm gonna keep on doing. But yeah, I like to do stuff like that just to make it look a little bit more interesting. What I mostly use is trim dynamic. I also use the what's it called? The H polish, just to make it look a little bit beat up. And I also used the orb crack for the cracks. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh no, I also used the standard brush. Instead of using the dots, I used the spray just to make it look a little bit more beat up. It's not to do something too fancy, but just, you know, just to help me make it look a little bit more beat up. And then if you've seen my concept, my character have this type of like ornaments, right? Well, there's many ways to do it. I didn't want to think too hard about it, so what I did is that I used the ornate brush and just did my ornaments, and that's pretty much it. That's really what I did the whole process. And then, as you can see, I used some alphas for the dents. You know, those little dots that you see. There's many ways to do it though. You don't have to use the alphas. You can also use the noise plug, which is what I used for my last project, but this is a tool I'm not too good with, so I just decided to use some some alphas, and you know it still works. I also use a lot of morph target and the morph brush when I'm using these because I don't want to smooth it. I just want to erase it, and I thought the morph target was the perfect tool to use it. And yeah, that's pretty much what I did the whole process. Either it is for the full shoulder pads, for the legs armors, everything. And that's pretty much what I use also for the gloves. And yeah, I just don't want to repeat myself, so I'm just keeping a lot of these footage, and that's pretty much my process. So after this, I wanted to do the headpiece, right? So the branches, the vine, and the big bark he got over his head, and I started with the big bark, but unfortunately, I lost footage. That's a lie. I opened OBS, but I didn't record. I felt so stupid, man. But yeah, you're gonna see it's not too much of a big deal because what I'm doing for the branches and the vines, you know, it's pretty much the same process. So just follow along and you'll know what I did for the big bark. So what I did first is gather some reference because it was my first time doing branches, barks, stuff like that. So I gathered some tree reference, and from what I was seeing, trees got some kind of patterns they got going on, and that's what I tried to do with the clay buildup. But I knew that with clay buildup it wouldn't be just enough, so I also used some extra fancy brushes to make my barks looks crispy. And this is really what I did throughout the whole process of making these. I didn't just want to use those special brushes just like that. I felt like it was a little bit too empty. It was missing something, so I tried to do it first, but it didn't work. And this is when I decided to play with the clay buildup, making it look a little bit, you know, this tree material that we're looking for. And then I used those brushes to just to crank up the quality, you know. Just, as you can see with the footage, when I decided to put those special brush with the clay buildup, it was looking a little bit more crispy, and that's what I was looking for. And with the result that I got, I was pretty happy. And yeah, this is when I decided to move on. Not a lot to explain, not something too special, but I explained it like it took me like 2 seconds, but this took me quite a while. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did. And last but not least, the face. So for the face, what I did is, you know, to get the primary form right, I took not my concept, but my reference, put it on Spotlight, and then I tried to get the primary form, right, just to get a proper face anatomy. And this really helps a lot, just to get the shapes together. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not much to add. You know, I was trying to nail the primary form. It's a lot of move brush, a lot of clay buildup, a lot of gizmo, a lot of smoothing, you know. And then after that, I wanted to make the bark, the branch that I made, interact with the face, you know, because they're kind of like growing from the face. So I couldn't just let the skin flat, you know, have no interaction with the branches. So what I did is that I used the clay buildup. I did some primary form as well for that, let's call it like that, and make it go around the branches. You'll see it'll get a little bit more complex later on, but for now I thought this was okay. And then I decided to go and move on for the lips. And the lips is pretty, I mean the lips, what I use is I use the standard brush, Dam Standard, and I also use not the inflate but the From Soft brush, and I go around the pattern that I made with the Dam Standard. I also use the morph target. When doing this, I always use the morph target. In case I make a mistake, I can just wipe it all. But also to blend it better with just to make a nice transition as well with the morph and smooth brush. I always use the morph brush for these type of stuff. And yeah, that's what I did for the lips. So after that, I decided to make the wrinkles. For the wrinkles, you don't just put them anywhere. You put them where there's a lot of tensions, a lot of movement, where there's gonna have a lot of deformation. And that's what I did. I used J Hill's brushes. I'm not gonna lie, he has some crispy brushes. Go get them. They're really good. And that's what I use. I also use them for the mouth a little bit, just to make it look a little bit more realistic. You know, those little micro lines we got like over the lips, and this is where I decided to go a little bit more intense on the skin that is interacting with the branches. I go a little bit more in depth. I'm just using the same process as I use for the lips, basically. And then after that, I did say that I'm not too familiar with the noise plug, but I do use the noise plug to do my skin pore. Once again, I use the skin pores that Jay Hill provides in his shop. It's really good. I use the use plug and then the noise plug, sorry. And then I go by UVs. You can either project it to your mesh like that, or project them through your UVs. That's what I do. And then with the morph target, I just remove the place I don't want it to have it. And yeah, but that's pretty much it. And then I added some wrinkles around where the branches are, just to add this little level of details. And that's how I approach the skin, really. This is what I did. And after that, I was pretty much done, you know. I did also all the small preps he has, but I didn't record. I just thought it was unnecessary to show all that. But that is pretty much the final high poly. So let me know what you think down below. And yeah. This video is coming to an end. I've already started the retopology and also the hair cards, which, by the way, hair card is something serious, man. I've never done hair card in my life before. And yeah, I understand why character artists on their free time don't want to do hair cards now. I don't think we're going to be done before the DLC, but we're going to be done around the release of the DLC, so that's pretty dope. And also, I'm really happy because I have some people who are down to work with me. The character is going to be rigged and also animated, so I can't wait to have the final result. So yeah, it's big stuff coming. For the time being, you can still follow me on Instagram, ArtStation, and also Cara. Still don't know how to pronounce that. And yeah, it's coming to an end. Thank you for watching till the end. And stay tuned for next part, which is probably going to be the final part. If you want to see the retopology, let me know in the comments, but I don't think people want to see that. It's pretty boring. But yeah, I'm going back to my shoot, and yeah, ciao. I don't know how to make a proper ending in my video.